Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So, hello everyone. This is the second video of the certified ethical hacker, or we can say ethical hacking. So, in this video, I'll teach you how to install the prerequisites, the lab environments of Linux. So, first of all, you have to fire up a browser. Then you have to type VMware, download for PC. Then we have to download this VMware. Then we have to go for try workstation 17 for Windows. Click on download. Then you will see a file will start to download. So you have to save. I have already saved the file, so I will not be downloading it again. Then you have to go under directories. You have to go on Windows. Let me check where is my file. I think it's in program. You have to install this VMware full extension. It's an application. Then after installation, I have already installed it. Then you have to go on another site named kali.org, and then after kali.org, you have to click on download. And then you have to go on virtual machines. Then this one, VMware 64 2.9 GB, click on download. Since it starts downloading here, then I'll show you once, and it starts to download. If I'll save, but I've already downloaded it. Then again, in a new tab, you have to download WinRAR file. So you have to write WinRAR download for PC. Then download the WinRAR latest version. This is also free application. Then you have to download this also. First, you have to run the WinRAR setup. Then you have to go in the programs, and you have to select the Linux. This was my Kali Linux, which I have extracted from the WinRAR file. You have to also extract it from the WinRAR file. The Linux which will be downloaded will be converted into a zip file. Then you have to unzip it. Then you have to open your VMware. And in VMware, you have to click on this, open a virtual machine. Here is my Linux. Click on Linux and click on open. Then it will be integrated something like this. And after integrating this, you can edit and give it the RAM size which your PC supports. My PC has a 16 GB RAM, so I have given it a 5.7 GB RAM. It depends on your PC specs, and the rest of the things you have to make no changes, and it will be like that only. Click on OK. And since it is integrated, now you can start your virtual machine here, and you can see my virtual machine has started. I have clicked OK, and the virtual machine is starting loading initial RAM disks. You can do it on full screen, but not now. After some time, you can do it a full screen. You have to wait for some time. And the Linux has fired up, and then now I can do a full screen. And now you can see I have mentioned password as username and password is Kali and Kali. So no need to worry about this. And then here is your terminals, etc. You can update and upgrade also. Just you have to click here, and you have to write sudo apt update, and password is Kali, and it will start to update the packages, etc. And then you have to do a sudo apt upgrade, and this will upgrade the whole Linux instance, and you are good to go for hacking. So thank you everyone. This was the prerequisites which I wanted to tell you how to install Linux. From the next session, we will start our hacking modules, which is scanning the networks. So hello everyone. In the previous module, we saw how to install and set up our Linux OS for hacking. And this is the second section in which we'll learn how to scan networks, how to target open ports, how to check their versions, etc. And we'll be checking some external nmap scripts also, but I think I'll put the scripts and upload the scripts in the next part. So this part will cover the basic nmaps and its some options of scanning. So first of all, let's go to the virtual machine where I've set up my Linux instance. I have also got an IP address which is 192.168.210.76,
and we'll run an open port normal scan, which is nmap 192.168.210.76, and press enter. We'll wait for some time, and after the result, we'll go in further checking. After waiting, we have seen that 22, 80, 139, 445, and 8000 ports are open. So now we will check the versions of these all ports. And if you want to make it faster, you can put tag n. Tag n means no DNS server scan, and you can also put tag capital PN, means we don't want the host up scanning because we know that the host is up. So we'll skip that scan also. Then we want to check the SC, the versions. Okay, the clients and the versions we have to check here. So we will be waiting for some time. This will be a quick scan because we have done tag n, tag pn, so that it will not check the hosts and DNS. It will directly give us the port services and its versions. So let's wait for some time. Till then, we can you can also use Wireshark for checking your traffics. You can use Wireshark here, and you can check what kind of traffics you are passing, and you can also do decoy scan. And here you can see the script has run, and it has gave you some of the results, which is port number 22 SSH, open SSH version Ubuntu 7.2 P2 Ubuntu 4 Ubuntu. It's the version. Then you can see SSH host key, RSA, ED, ECDSA, and then in 80 you can see the Apache HTTP 2.4.18 and photographer by Itna. This is the machine's name. And then you can see the Samba clients, which is NetBIOS SSN, and then 445 TCP. It is also the Samba ones. Then the 8000 Apache HTTPD. So here are some versions, and then you can check here some of the external SMB results, which are NetBIOS computer's name, then a domain name, and then account, which is a guest account. Its authentication level is a user. So here you can see a much more scanning results output rather than this one, because this has given you just a small amount of result, this one, but this has given you a whole detailed information about the IP address. And then next you can do a null scan on this null scan, or you can do a xmas scan. Xmas scan is like pasting the IP tag capital small s capital X. It is a xmas scan, which will take, I guess, some time, but it will also figure out more and more information which is required by an ethical hacker to enter into a system. Or you can also put here tag n or tag capital PN. So here see, you can see that one host up, but there is no response. So what we will do is we'll forcefully scan it, and then we will add some options. Capital tag capital P and small n means that we are forcefully scanning the host, because we know that the host is up, but we are since forcefully scanning the host. So we have to wait for some time, because tag pn takes some of the time, but it will give you a good result in output. So let's wait for some time. And till then, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I will also be uploading some of the quizzes, codings, so that you can enhance your cybersecurity career and ethical hacking phases. So let's wait. And till the time, I hope you like the videos which I upload, because most of the videos I've seen are very theoretical, but in this video I'm showing you all things practically. So I hope you will like these practical videos. Now next we will perform a null scan. Then you can also perform a fin scan. There are many types of scans. A certified ethical hacker starts with a normal nmap, then he goes for xmas scan, it's then for ping scans, then fin, xmas, null, all these types of scan. But these all types of scan are very risky, because it's an aggressive scan. So in this, your IP address might get revealed. So always use a decoy scan. I will also show you how to perform a decoy scan here. So let's wait for some time, as it is taking very much time. We can press any letter and we can check the status. So here xmas scan will take about 2 minutes more for scanning, and till the time you can wait. Or if you want quicker scan, then you don't use SX. You can normally use like this, which I have used, nmap tag small n, tag pn, tag sv, sc for the ports and its versions. Or you can use the normal one, which will give you only just a little bit amount of version, a little bit amount of information, or only the open ports. Okay, so we will be also telling you how to enumerate these ports, how to hack into a system using these ports. So it will be coming in the upcoming sections, and it will all be practical. So don't worry. Don't think that is everything theoretical. No, it's not theoretical. It's everything practical. So I guess it's 1 minute 40 seconds more remaining, and about 50% of scan is done. We will wait for some time. Till the time, if you have any doubts, you can comment below, or you can always ask for help. I'm here to help you only. Let's check the status. It's already 75% done, and 50 seconds more are remaining. It's an Xmas scan, as you can see. Then I will also tell you how to perform a null scan and then a fin scan. Then we will do a decoy scan so that our IP address could not be revealed. So this is a whole full course brochure, and I think every instructor should teach ethical hacking practically, and you all should also have some knowledge of Linux, basic knowledge like file sharings and open directory checking, etc., like ls tag, lart, ls listing of directories, copying, etc., grep echo commands. You should be familiar with these commands, but we will be looking this further as we'll be going up and up. I have also included some offsec security ground machines also, and we'll be hacking them in future, and you can also practice that. It's free of cost. So you can see at Xmas scan host is up. This is our result. This is our result. Host is up. Okay. So now after doing the Xmas scan, we can do the fin scan, which is capital F instead of capital X. So let's wait for some time and let's see what is the status of this scan. And then we will be doing the null scan, which is tag small s and capital N. And these are the three scans types of scans, and there are many much more. There is a firewalk type scan, which is a script scan, and in of nmap scripts we'll be looking in next module. In the next module I'll be teaching you how we can use nmap scripts to perform enumeration, to perform pen testing. You can use nmap, and nmap has many other scripts, and you can also use that type of scripts to enumerate your target rather than visiting the web pages and then enumerating it manually. Nmap can do it in command line only. So it is a time saving process, and in today's life a hacker is one who can do much more task in a less minute of time. So here you can see it will take about 2 minutes 31 seconds, and we will be waiting for it. I think it's clear for you that all these scans will give you the result as host is up only. So this scan is not needed much times because we know that our host is up. So we don't need such type of scans, but if you need, then you can surely do. Then next we come the decoy scan. Now I think many of you would know what is decoy scan and many of you won't. So for decoy scan, we have to provide some random IP addresses, or you can do it with the nmap only, because nmap can provide you some type of random IP addresses. And I will try to show you here in this. After this scan is completed, I will show you the random decoy scan, which is kind of very good scan. And I will then I won't show you how to use full nmap. I will show you the man page and help page. You can try each script if you want, and if you have any doubt, you can approach me anytime. Our comment section is open for you all. You all can always post whatever doubts you have. So here you can see around 1 minute 20 seconds is remaining, and after 1 minute 20 seconds, I think this will also give us the same result. Host is up. So that is not a required result. Our main result is to check out how much ports and how much information do we get from the ports. So here what we have done, just a simple command you have to remember and nothing else to do. This sx fin scan null scan, this is nothing as much important as normal scans. Okay, so let's wait for some time, and after 120 seconds, we will be doing the random decoy scan. And here our IP address is fully protected because it's a decoy scan. So it's very hard for the cybersecurity persons to track us because our IP address is not the same, and it's a random decoy IP address. So it will take a time taking procedure for them to find us until the time we can get disconnected. So after 27 seconds, let's perform a random decoy scan and let's check what are our results do we get from it. Okay. So let's wait when the time will be up. More 27 seconds it's remaining. Okay, more 5 seconds, and I think the same result I'm gonna get. Host is up. Yes, the same result I've got. It took 200 seconds for this result only. Not a problem. A hacker is a one who has very much patience in it. Okay, so last scan we should perform is nmap tag d rnd 10 means random 10 IP address, and then I have to scan an IP address which I have pasted. This is the target's IP address which I have pasted here, and tag D means decoy scan, and RND 10 means I want random 10 IP addresses. You can put 10, 20, 30, 40, how many of you want, you can put there. Now, if you want to check that seriously, if it's scanning with random IP addresses, you can always open your Wireshark and use it. It's a matter of packet capturing analysis. So I think I can, if I'll make a new section for it, I'll let you know soon. So first, let's wait for the result. Last scan of our video, and I hope you liked the video till here. I means told you maximum of the commands here. There is some aggressive scanning also, which involves tag A, tag T4. If you want, I will show you. I will show you in the new terminal only. Not a problem from my side. It's a new terminal, and let's make this terminal first of all small so that I can show you that scan also. Here I have made the terminal very small, and let's increase the font size. Okay, now you have to write nmap tag capital A tag T4, then you have to paste the IP address, then start. Then it will take some time because it's an aggressive scan and whole scan, so it will scan all the ports, and I think you will get the reply of the nmap result in within 5 to 10 minutes. It can take, depends upon the speed of nmap, of how much it performs. Let's check the status and see what is the status for it. It's not showing the status, means it's doing some type of aggressive scan. You can always check the output of any scan you want. By just you have to do is, in any scan you can put tag VV means verbose, and you can check how the scan is going to be performed. Completed SON steel scan, then it is scanning 5 services, means it will do a very big scan, deep and dig scanning, so that you will get each and every output in one scan only. You don't have to type tag SVSC. This single command will give you the whole of the information about the ports, but there it's a chance of detection because you have used an aggressive command, so it will aggressively scan the IP address, and there are chances that your IP address might get leaked and you will be getting into trouble. And so here we have done a random scan. Let's check the status, and status is, see, 4 seconds remaining, and after 4 seconds we'll be getting our results here. So let's check what are our results. 43210, but we did not get any of our results. 96.85% is done. etc 459. I never go on all these things. Just wait 4 seconds. I guess 4 seconds is over, but I don't see my result till now. And let's check one more status. It's 99.25% done. 1 second remaining. Okay, let's wait for some time because it's a random scan, so it might take some time. And here you can see each and every detail it has shown, rather than we have typed here 2 to 3 commands in different states. In one command only, we have got each and every information by nmap. We have got the open ports, then we have got the open ports versions and its information here, and then much more information about the SMB. Then you can see here the trace routes, everything we have got. So it's a very good scan, and it can give you much and more result. But remember, if you perform scans on some big organizations, then your IP might get leaked because you have used a tag A, means aggressive scanning. So take care of that next time when you perform nmap. Do a stealth scan. Now sir, how to do a stealth scan? Small s, capital S, then press the IP address and then press enter. Then in status you can check it's a stealth scan, so your IP will not be leaked, and you will stealthily scan the ports. And in decoy we can see, okay, 99.99% is done. And let's check our stealth scan also. Here in stealth scan, if you see 38 seconds are remaining. I think it is taking some time to scan the ports, or else it's going in clockwise manner. From 11 it took 38 seconds, etc. Let's see, our time is to wait. Because it's an automated tool, so we have to just sit aside patiently and then look at the results what we are getting. And here in decoy scan, I think it's taking some time because all the decoys are returning back, so it's taking some amount of time. So we'll let it happen, not a problem. 0 hosts completed, 1 up. Okay, it is completing the hosts, so let it take some time because we are humans. We should have such a tendency to stay patient, because if you are patient, then only you can perform things, greater things. And if you are not patient, you are always in a hurry, then you might do some specific mistakes. So don't do such mistakes and be patient so that your result and outputs will lead you to a successful hacking rather than getting caught. So here see, as you can see, steel scan is taking much more time because we have not done the verbose. If you can do the verbose, you can see the output of what type of scan it is doing. Here, you can see it completed in minutes because we are using verbose, or else it would take a very, very long time. So port number 22 itna. So all the ports open, everything are there, and we scanned it stealthily. Same you can do for random or decoy scannings. See, it has done 99.99%, and after that, I was going to quit it, but it has shown me the results of 22, 80, 139, 445, and 8000. So these are my results, and this was today's video. I hope you like it. Today I explained you Nmap, very basic procedures, and I think all the basics of Nmap you have been cleared. Any doubts? I am in the comment section for you. You can always approach me, reach me anytime. Thank you everyone, students, for enrolling in this course. More to be upcoming in future. Thank you. Thank you very much for supporting me. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you. Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you all liked our previous video in which I taught you about the Nmap scripts. I did not taught you about the scripts, but I taught you the basic functions and basic options you can use in Nmap for checking your if your host is up or not, what is the version of your host, what is the what do we say ports open in it, how do we do aggressive scan, what are trace routes, how do we perform the trace route scan, ping scan, null scan, everything xmas scan I taught you in the first video. So those who haven't watched the first video, kindly watch it first so that we can proceed ahead in this video. So today in this video we will be talking about some nmap scripts. So first of all, I am firing up my Kali Linux. Here is my Linux, and I'll be opening a root terminal here and increasing the font size so that you all can see. So today we'll be talking about some nmap scripts. IP address will be the same because this has much more ports open and the scripts will work perfect in it. For example, first we'll scan the ports and then we'll use each of the ports for enumeration. First of all, you can see here is a port number 22 open. So let's do a brute force attack on this port. So how can you do a brute force attack using nmap? You can write nmap control shift with the IP address, then tag p the port. You have to assign the port number, then you have to write tag script, then you have to write ssh brute, and then you can press enter and then wait for some time, and you can see it will start a brute force attack. And this brute force attack may be successful, may not be successful. It is depending upon the type of password the user has created for this. So I will not be testing all the passwords. This was just a demonstration to show you how you can do a scripts. You can run scripts of nmap, and you can do manually. You cannot do a brute force, but using nmap you don't have to use another tool, and by this tool only you can use do a brute force attack. But the disadvantage of this is that nmap will use its predefined or default word lists which is set in nmap, and there are much more chances, 70 to 80% chances, that you may not find your pair or valid password here. So let's stop the script here, and then we'll be using some other ports for this enumeration also. So we'll perform one enumeration in this video. And here now we first performed the 22 number script. Now we'll be doing the scripts for HTTP, and I'll tell you where do you find the all the scripts for nmap. You have to just go in cd user share nmap, and you have to go to scripts. Then you can do ls, and you can find plenty of scripts here. You can run plenty of scripts here, and I am running some scripts because we don't need all these scripts to be run, because every time we don't need all these scripts. So first of all, I'll be clearing this. I'll be changing my directory. Again, I'll be going to nmap, and then I'll be pressing Control Shift V, and I'll be pasting my IP. And here you can see 22 on 80 number port is open. So we'll be doing enumeration here. So nmap Control Shift V, then tag P80, tag script, HTTP enum, and it will enumerate the port number 80 or the web server for us, and we'll be waiting for some time. Enumeration can be done with some particular tools because they give you more result rather than nmap, because nmap will give you a plenty short result. But for us, every result matters because a small information can matter for us. So here it's written http enum slash images, potentially interesting directory listing on Apache. So here we can see that we have found a directory named slash images, which is on HTTP running. So it's a very good tool because it has enumerated this within seconds. And you can, I think, find some HTTP info also. I don't think it's a script here. Okay, it's not a script. and you can find many more HTTP script here. ls, just you have to do ls http, and you can find plenty of HTTP scripts here. If you want, I can show you some running, like you can do http and php my admin dir traversal .nsc, and then you have to wait for some time and see it has given you nothing, means this script is not much more working here. You can also find the cookie flags, which is http cookie flags.nsc, and you have to just type http cookie flags.nsc, and you have to enter, and you have to wait for some time. So this will also not show much more result rather than the http enum, because enumeration has shown you many more result. But these scripts are made for some particular conditions, because in some particular conditions only you can use this. For example, this Zoomla you can't use here, because on this web server you don't have Zoomla running, so you can't run this. You can use vhosts or virus total, but I don't think this will give you much more results here. So let's leave this for a while, and let's again go back to a scanning, and let's scan and see some other ports enumeration also. Now we will be going for the 139 port, which will be the OS discovery. So you have to write nmap control shift v tag p 139 tag script smb os discovery.nse. Then you have to press enter, then wait for some time and see. Here we have got a plenty of good result. We have got the OS, which is Windows 6.1. We have got the computer name, NetBIOS computer name, domain name, FQDN, system time, everything we have got with this script. You can also find plenty of scripts of this here. User share nmap scripts, ls star smb star, and you can see the plenty of scripts here of smb. So you can run some scripts, but it's upon you that will the script work for you or not. For example, I have done the enum domains .nsc, and let's see what will it give in enumeration domains. I think it will provide you the domain name etc, which was provided above, or it can give you a much more good result. Let's try, and a hacker always tries new thing. And see here what we have got. We have got a creation time, unknown password. We have got the password policy, account lock disabled, users no, groups no, means we have got a much more good information with this sub enum domains. Now we'll be trying some other type of enumerations here, like smb2 security mode .nse, and then you have to press enter. And here you can see message signing enabled but not required. smb security mode is 3:1:1. So these type of scripts you have to study the output, that what type of output you are getting. You have to study about ports. I will be providing you some PDFs also, don't worry, you will be getting all the support from my side, but the thing is that you have to study on your own. And then we'll be using some smb enum users. Let's check what this will give us. So smb enum users.nse, and let's wait for the script to run. And I think this will give us the users which are created on this IP address, or it will give us a NA result, means no users. So let's check, and it didn't give us any of the result, means we did not get what we expect. So sometimes it happens, not a problem. There are many other scripts. smb1, you can check this one. This one is very famous, I think, or no, this one smb1 ms07.nse. You have to just copy the script, and just I'm going to paste it here, control shift v, and then I will be starting the nmap. And it didn't give me another same result, so you can type here sc tag sv, and then you can print wait for the result. And let's see now this time what will I get in the result, because I have a script smb1 ms17010.nse. So let's see what is my output. And same goes for port 445 also. So here you can see the version I got, the service info host. So I did not get what I expected. Not a problem, we'll be doing it manually also. I will be teaching you this in the enumeration part. So here what you can see is we started from nmap port number 22, we went to port number 80, we went to port number 139, 445 and 139 are all together same. And for 8000 also, I think http enum is great. So now coming out of the scripts, we'll be doing nmap control shift v. Our port will be, no sorry, it is 192 itna. And for this I'll be using http enum, and I'll be removing this SCSV, and then port I'll be changing to 8000. Let's see what I got there, and let's print the output. And in Nmap you can see that I am enumerating now port 8000, and I think I'll be teaching you some of the Python and programming in this for creating our small exploits and reverse shell. So you can see here we have got many of the folders slash admin index.html slash app content error home. These are some potentially interesting directories which we are going to enumerate manually and with some other tools which are specially used for enumeration in our enumeration topic. So don't forget to miss out that one, because here we have told you some nmap scripts. You can also try your scripts on your own. You have to just jump on to cd user share nmap slash scripts. Here you have to do ls, and you can see many scripts here for many of the servers and ports. For example, the http is used for port number 80. This irc is used for port number 6667. There is a metasploit also, metasploit info. Then you can do a ms sql also, mysql info, mysql enumeration. There are many ports, many things you are available. You can also go to ftp, which is c ftp brute, ftp anon. These are the very much good scripts which you can check for finding out any vulnerabilities through nmap. So by this we conclude our topic here. Today I taught you how to use some of the scripts. I also want to encourage you to using these scripts in your real life and real life enumeration. You can perform these scripts and find out many more vulnerabilities and become good in your ethical hacking skills. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Now signing off from this. See you in the next part, which is the enumeration one. Till then, thank you my students.
So, hello everyone, welcome back to another video of ethical hacking from scratch. And in the previous modules, I've explained to you the usage of Nmap and some of the Nmap scripts. So, I hope you will practice further on it and encourage your skills in Nmap. Today, we are going to talk about enumeration, and I'll be going to performing enumeration with some of the open ports, and will tell you how you can perform the online enumeration or web server enumeration, and you can do it manually also and with automated tools also. So first of all, firing our terminal, and then we have to enter the IP address which I've got here. We'll be checking the open ports. So I've done an nmap and the IP address because I just want to check the open ports in it. So I've got open port S22, 80, 139, 445, and 8000. So first of all, we'll be opening a browser, and in the browser you have to type HTTP because it's an 80 port. So I have to just type in the HTTP and paste the IP address. So you can see here there's a website opening. So we have to wait for some time, and then we have to enumerate using the terminal commands. So first of all, we'll enumerate the port number 139, which is a net BIOS. Then we'll go for 445. Or we can start with 445 also. You have to just type command smb map, capital H, and you have to paste the IP address. Then my IP address has gone down, so I'll put it up. And then we have to wait for some time. It will be checking the port 445. If it is open, then it will start enumerating the port number 445 and tell us some IP address and some names. So here our SMB map has started and detected one host services, and you can see here we have the disks enabled in it. We have the Samba share, so we can enumerate using it using port 139. So let's check if we can enumerate it. You can use SMB client tag capital L / control shift V. My IP address is going somewhat down, so make sure that you don't do this mistake. Then you have to put again another slash, and you have to compare that the values put here. We don't know the password, so we'll be leaving it blank. So comparing this and this, we see that okay, the results are verified. It's the same. So now you can take access to this. You can just use SMB client, and then you have to just remove this capital L. Then you have to press enter. We don't know the password, so we press enter, and we can see that we couldn't connect to this IP address. So I think there is some problem for this. I could not connect. So you have to again type SMB client, tag 192.168, 174.76, and then we have to press enter. Let me check the IP address. Yeah, it's correct. Dot 76. I don't know the password. Oh, I forgot one slash password. I don't know, but I think it isn't enumerating this because, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I did not put the disk drive which I want to enumerate. You can check the disk drive here, SMB client, and just you have to do type capital L, and then you have to put enter. Then just check here. I want to use this Samba share, so I did not mention it, so it was getting wrong. You have to just mention Samba share, and then you have to remove this capital L. Then you have to press enter, and then you can see after some time I got the SMB shell. Actually, I forgot to mention the Samba share. So sorry, guys, problem from my side. Then you have to write dir. Then you can see there are two files, mail send.txt and WordPress bkp.zip. I will be taking this file from here, get mail send.txt. Okay, and after getting this, I will exit this, and you can see here my file mail sent.txt is here. So this is one enumeration of SMB which you have to perform, and this could be asked in your certified ethical hacker questions in practicals. So make sure you put a hands on the SMB version and enumerate SMB clients port number 139 and 445. Then let's go on web server enumeration. So for web server, you can type dir search tag U means URL, then HTTP, Control Shift V. This is the website which I'm going to enumerate, and you have to press enter. And after some time, you can see the dir search is going to enumerate all the sites. All means this site, and it will be giving me all the directories which are hiding inside it, and you can manually go and check it. So here, all these are giving 403 errors, so I have to wait for some time and check if the errors are correct or not. And we have to get a 200 means, yeah, the error is not there. We have to wait for some time. Let's see. So till then, if you have any of the doubt, you can reach me out in the comment section. So you have see that we have got a assets directory. So how you can check is you can just click here, and after this you can write slash sets slash. Then you have to check. You can see here there are three directories. You can go inside it, font, then it's a CSS, then it's JS. It's type of directories which are present here. Then you can also see images directory. So you have to do nothing. You have to just go HTTP, then paste the IP, then slash images, and then press enter. So you can see there are plenty of images here. So it's the inside directory which is hidden from the external user, and normal user cannot see it. You have to enumerate it. Then only you can see what kind of things are inside this website. So that's a very interesting thing. Now, this is one tool which you can use for enumeration. Now, again, after this, you can use another one. After dir search, you can use GoBuster tool. GoBuster is also a very familiar tool. You have to use GoBuster dir tag u HTTP Control Shift V. Again, my IP address has gone down. Not a problem. Then you have to use tag W, you have to certify a user list, user share word list, derb, common.txt. I'm using a directory file, so I'm using a directory enumeration passwords here. Then you have to type nothing, there, tag Q, tag W. If you want to mention any extensions, you can, or else you have to just press enter, and it will start enumerating all the directory services present inside it. So that's also just a very familiar and good tool for an ethical hacker to mention and check out the directories. Very well familiar, cool. See here also it has mentioned as the assets. You can directly click on this, and if this enumeration stops, you can directly visit the link. You see there was an open link option, but it has gone because the enumeration is in process. So this is one tool, dir search, and there is another tool, GoBuster. And now you can just check that from here you can see you have to just click on the Buster. It's a GUI tool. This will also help you in enumerating web services, and GUI tools are very much familiar. They work plenty lot good than others. So just you have to do is HTTP and Control V. Here is the IP address. Again, there is so much of space, so I'm removing the space. Okay, it's done. Then you have to check. You can go to threads. You can go faster, and just you have to. If you don't want to go much faster, you can do a thread of maximum 10 to 20. I prefer that. Then you have to also select the word list file. So as I will do is user share and word list rocku.txt. That is only a good file. Rocku no. You can use dir.txt. You have to just go in user share. Then you have to check for word list. Where is word list? You have to just check it. Word list. Then you have to go for What do we say? Where is the derp? Yes, you can go in derp. Then you have to go for common.txt. You have to select this place. Then you can press on start. And here you will see all the directory, the passwords, the directory, everything here will be started to enumerate. And you can get your result in a very good GUI manner. But I, as a as an ethical hacker, don't use this GUI tool because I'm not familiar with much GUI tools. But if you are comfortable with GUI tools, you can surely use it. Very good GUI tools are present in Linux also. You can explore them. Okay, the last tool for our demonstration for today is the derb. Most common tool, as you all know, you can set here plenty of extensions if you want. Then you have to press the IP address here. Then you have to just mention tag F in last if you want some speed. But I don't think it gives this much of speed. But yeah, it gives you plenty good speed for directory enumeration. But in my preference, you can use dir search, a very good tool, which is a fast tool also, and you can also change here the extensions, etc. You can go on its help page and you can check how to use this. You can be more familiar with these tools. I have just shown you a demonstration. I hope you like this demonstration, and if you really like it, then I want you to share this course with your other friends. And this was all for today's course. I hope you like the enumeration part. Any of the doubt you have in enumeration, you can ask me. There are two types of enumeration. One is you have to do manually, other you can do it by doing automated search tools like derp, GoBuster, dir search. Then there are GUI tools also available. So these were the some parts of enumeration. I hope you loved the enumeration part. Any of the doubt, feel free to reach me in the comment section. Thank you so much for this class, students. Meet you in the next class. Till then, thank you. So, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ethical Hacking from Scratch. And in previous videos, we have learned how to scan ports, how to enumerate ports, etc. And today's video, we'll learn how to crack some sorts of passwords, some sort of passwords like MD5 hashes. Then we're going to use John the Ripper tool utility. Then we'll be using the hashcat utility for cracking the passwords. And if we don't get the password from these tools, then we'll be using some online tools. Today's video is not going to be any lengthy or any very much big video. It will be short but very informative video for today. So let's roll out in our Kali machine. Click on the terminal, fire up a terminal, and then let me increase the size. I guess this much is okay. So yes, you see that I have some hash and a password.txt file. If I do cat password.txt, you will see some sort of hashes present in this file. So we are going to crack these hashes, and if you do cat hash, then you're gonna see some more kind of hashes which we are gonna crack today. So I hope you will learn something very much useful from this. And if we don't get password from here, then we'll be using the crack stations and hash killer online platforms to also crack some of the passwords. So for today's demonstration, I have used some sort of simple passwords. For this, in the next video, I will show you how to create your own word list for the passwords which hackers crack and how your password gets cracked from a hacker's point of view. So let's start with the first method of password tracking by using John the Ripper utility. There are two types of utility. One is John the Ripper command line, and another one is the Johnny, which is the GUI version. You can see here. It's the GUI version. So I'm not going to use this because I don't like the GUI interface. Rather, I like the command line ones. So we'll be using John. Then we'll be using password.txt. Then we have to specify a word list to tag word list. Word list is equal to slash user share word list rockq.txt. I will be using for this, and tag fork is equal to 4. I think you have to add here double tag. Don't forget this syntax. And I guess this fork means that we'll be using the core processor powers for the cracking, so that the cracking will be very much quick. So let's enter this, and you can see all my sessions were loaded, but I could not find the password of any of the hashes with no differential, but it states that there is no password hashes in it. Means it could not detect the type of password hashes or it could not crack the password hashes. So in this case, what can I do? I mentioned the word list correctly. If you think the word list or syntax was wrong, okay, let me again do the syntax, but again the same error occurred. So here you can see the error has occurred 2 times and it could not detect. So if you put here tag format is equal to raw MD5. And then you can see here in plenty of seconds, it cracked the passwords which were given here. So the passwords were somewhat like this, Superman hacker, and don't mind it, it's just the slang word, it's just a password hash which was entered here. And 12345, I love you, animals, smelly, exploit. These were some of the passwords which were used in the raw MD5 and were cracked very quickly because I now specifically mentioned the format which was mentioned here. And if you want to determine how to find out the format given, then you have to do is hash ID. And I don't think it works on the list, etc. But yes, it worked, and you can see here by going up. Scrolling up, it is saying that analyzing these many hashes, and after analyzing it, it can say that it's an MD5 hash. Then from here also we can state that it's MD5. All are the MD5 because we converted it to MD5. So yes, from hash ID, or you can take any particular hash. For example, I take this one and copy the hash, click copy selection, then click on hash ID and then paste the hash. And you can see after analyzing, it has stated that it could be a double MD5, MD5, MD2, MD4 means it's an MD5 format. Okay. So from here, let's clear the screen. So we cracked the password.txt file and we got the passwords of all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess we got only 6 to 7 passwords. Two or three were not found. Not a problem for us because a hacker never cracks any one passwords. He cracks the passwords in bulk. Now let's see about the hash, cat hash, and you can see these type of passwords. So these type of passwords we are gonna crack with the hashcat utility. So just you have to write hashcat hash tag user share word list rocku.txt. Just you have to press enter. It will analyze the hash automatically. It will detect what type of CPU processors we are using, what type of RAM is allocatable, and here it will initialize the hash type and it will automatically read the word list and then start cracking with the word list. So we have to wait for some time and let's see how the cracking works. So waiting for some time and let's see the output of this tool. And you can see temperature about trigger set to 90 degree means these are some of the hashcat means hashcat is a quite cool tool in point of view because in my point of view I love hashcat personally because it's a very fast cracking tool. Reads the word list very quick, and then we can say that yeah, its cracking is quite very faster. You can see it has already cracked three passwords. Smelly hacker admin. Three passwords have been cracked. I guess there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hashes, and already three passwords have been cracked, which was smelly hacker and admin. Let's see if it could crack more too. Okay, one more it has found, which was guest. And let's see what is the last password. Can it find the last password? You can also check status by pressing S, and you can see it has read this many amount of words out of this much, and it has found four password hashes. It has recovered one password hash is still to recover, which gives us the 20% of out of 100. 80% have been cracked, more 20% is left. Let's see if it can crack the fifth hash or not. Four hashes already been cracked. Smelly, hacker, admin, guest. The last password is left. Let's see if it could crack the last password or not. And if not, then we can use some online workstations also like Crackstation and Hashkiller. So you have to don't do anything, just have to go to your browser, then you have to click on Crackstation. Crackstation, you can see a Crackstation on password tracking, but my network has blocked it because I'm not on my phone's hotspot. I am on a public Wi-Fi. So public Wi-Fi means it's my room Wi-Fi, so it has blocked some of the sites, so I cannot use this right now. But make sure you use the crackstation.net, and there is one more site called Hashkiller, which can help you in cracking the passwords very quick. So make sure you use these two tools also for cracking passwords. If yes, well and good, and if no, then you can use the tools like Hashcat and John the Ripper. Now, many of you would state that all the passwords not be in the Rocky word list. Yes, you are correct. Every password is not present in the word list file of Rocky. In the next session, I will tell you how you can create a word list according to your target, and then you can crack the passwords which you seem that your target might have kept in your point of view. So in the next session, I will teach you how to create your own word list. And till the time you can see that it is running, it has run this much of uh, words it has read out of this much. It's 100,000, 10,000, like 10 lakhs. It has read 88 lakh words out of 7 crore. So it has still much more to go. So not wasting much of the time, we'll be stopping our hashtag till here only because we have already got the four hashes. And if you want hashcat, hash tag tag show, I guess it will show you the hash passwords. Yes. So if you write hashcat, hash tag tag show, it will show you the passwords which are cracked, which are guest, admin, hacker, and smelly. So I hope in today's demonstration you would have learned how to crack passwords using John the Ripper and hashcat utility, and you can also use crack station sites, etc. But make sure that you will never be able to find successful password if it is not in the user list, password list. So you have to create your own word list for password cracking. And in the next video, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna take a explore that how we can generate word lists according to our target's need. So thank you for being us in this video, this course, and see you in the next topic. Till then, thank you everyone. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to again the new course of the ethical hacking from scratch. And in the previous part, I taught you how to crack hashes, how to find passwords, and I also told you in that video that I'll be going to teach you how to you can create your own password lists by using some sort of utilities, tools, etc. And that things I am going to tell you today. And we'll be using two tools. One is the in which it comes inbuilt with the Linux, it comes pre-installed, and another which we have to clone from the GitHub community. So we'll use both the tools and see how far both of the tools work well. So make sure you learn much from this and share this knowledge for good news. Means not sharing of or use this knowledge for a very good use. And if you are doing any illegal things, then I'm not responsible for that. So let's fire up our machine. And after firing up a machine, we can open a terminal. And I've opened a root terminal and my password is wrong. So bad. Okay, so now I've opened the terminal. Let's do it big. And I've opened a site here called netflix.com. So it's netflix.com. It's an Indian site. Sorry, it's just a website. And from this website, we are going to create some word lists which can be used as a password. So first of all, you can read the QL by using just type tag QL and tag help, and you can see here the help file which tells the all the help page about the QL. If you want to learn more, then you can do man QL and read the definition of how QL works, what are the command lines, etc., etc. So these two things you can do for learning more about this tool. Now let's see some basic usage of this tool. So I want to take all crawl and take the passwords which can be used in the Netflix site. So I'll be writing sudo ql https www.netflix.com and tag w. I want to store it in a file called wordlist.txt. Then I'll press enter. I'll wait for a while, and after waiting for a while, it will create a word list which will contain the possible passwords which can be used on this website. It will take some meaningful words which can be used as passwords. So if I do a cat word list.txt, you can see that these are the lists which can be used as a password here. Pretty huge word list, okay, pretty big, not even so small, not even very big. It is quite great, quite good. Means yes, we can see some passwords are there, but some passwords could never be used. For example, this have, etc., etc. These some passwords are there which a person will never use. Okay, so not a problem. It has just created a password list. Okay, now let's explore more features about it. Now, second feature which we are gonna deal with is a minimum password requirement. Now I'm gonna remove this word list file and I'll be creating another one. So now I'll be doing is sudo ql https www.netflix.com and I want a minimum word list of 7. Means I want the words should be of 7 characters maximum. So I'll put /m minimum 7 characters and store in a file word list.txt. Now let's wait for a while and it is going to store all the passwords which are of 7 digit to be in the word list.txt. Minimum the passwords will be of 7 digits. So let's see if it works properly or not. Let's wait for a while and see it has created. Let's check cat word list.txt. Now you can read the sentence, these words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any word is not less than 7 characters. The minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minimum character are 7 and maximum can go beyond 7 also. Not a problem. But minimum character lengths are characters present are 7 characters. So that's pretty quite good. Very much impressive. QL. Now we'll be again removing this word list and again we'll be creating another with some new commands. Now let's try retrieve some email addresses and let's check if it can retrieve some email addresses or not. I don't think it is quite possible in Netflix website, but trial hit and trial error is the first motive of ours. So we will be using for email retrieval tag E, and we also want that the list of words should be hidden for the provided website. So we'll be using tag N. This tag N will do is it will hide the list of words created and it will just retrieve the email addresses. Okay, let's press enter. And I don't think we'll find anything here because it's pretty huge website. So there might be some problem and it could say that we cannot find any of the email address. Not a problem. We are not targeting any website here. So I don't think it got something. Okay, let's use email.txt. Email.txt. Store it in email.txt. Let's see if it can store or not. Okay, so if it can, pretty good. If it's not, not a problem. Now let's see some other things. Okay, it has done something. Let's check cat email.txt and it hasn't retrieved any as expected. Not a problem. I said because it's a very big website, so it's hard to crawl the email addresses from it. Not a major issue. Let's check the verbose outputs that it gives to us. Sudo ql https www.netflix.com tag V. V is for verbose and it will give you the outputs. It will show you what type of thing it's doing. Verbose get response C. It's just going and finding offsite link, not the following. And it is going finding and then it found some of the passwords here. And it has done it in a verbose mode. Means it was showing you what it's doing. And then after crawling the site, words found were the, and Netflix, more, love, your, anything. Okay. So this was the verbose output, which will give you a clarity and you can transparency, which you can see, okay, how it finds the password, etc., etc. Okay. So very much pretty cool. Now let's see about some alphanumeric characters. Now for alphanumeric characters means we want that in our QL. The QL should generate a word list where we should have numbers also. So okay, we will be doing QL HTTPS tag V verbose output I want and with we have to click here and tag with numbers. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see if it gives the output with numbers or not. We'll be waiting for some time. Now it is doing offsite link, not following, etc. Whatever it is doing. And you can see it gave us an output. And let's see, do we have any of the numbers here? I cannot see any of the numbers, but yeah, you can try it on some other website. I have taken Netflix just for a demonstration. And I'm okay. See, alphanumeric 379, 678, 998, 263. I have got the passwords with numericals also, means numbers also, and that's very good. That's pretty quite impressive by QL. Uh, Means it's a very much great tool for hackers to create passwords. You can also create password for specific users if you want. Now let's see. Let's check how many times a word appears. If we want to count how many times word appears, then we have to just type sudo ql itna and then we have to type tag v and tag c. Means it will count the number of times the words occur. Okay, I guess it was pretty cool for you. Now let's check about the, okay, see here it has done. Where came one time, international came one time, town one time. Means every word it is telling has appeared one time. No, none words have appeared more than one time. Okay, that's also pretty quite impressive. Now let's check about the spider depth. Means we want to crawl the site deeper. We want more and more passwords, more and more extra TXTs are extra passwords which are stored inside. So for depth, what I will do, I will just put tag D and the depth level. It is always in QL, it's always set to 2 by default. So I'll be putting here 3 and let's check what it will do in depth 3 and which type of passwords will it generate for us. And attribute text found. So see, it is now going deeper and deeper, and it is going somewhat very much deeper. It is going to level 3, and after going to level 3, I think it will give us something which is very interesting. See here, money heist, Money Heist, all the episodes are coming. Lucifer, Peaky Blinders, and everything means the depth level. If you increase the depth level, you will get more and more. Okay, more and more you will get the password. So let's stop it for a while. This should be done only when you are really cracking something. So see here in more depth, it has given much more passwords. Pretty cool tool, pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Now let's do some additional debugging. For example, let's debug QL sudo QL HTTPS. Just do nothing. Tag debug and enter. And let's see the debug which is doing pushing, comparing, checking, whatever it will do. It is just debugging the site and trying to get more and more word lists. Okay. Now it has done something. It has done the debugging, and after debugging, we have found some of the passwords here, word lists which could be used. Okay, very much pretty cool. I hope you all are understanding. Any doubt, just hit me in the comment section below. Now let's scan it to second depth and create a minimum length of words as 5 and store it. I think it will be easy for you. I taught you just now, so you have to just type sudo ql and you have to tag the depth level as 2. Then minimum length of character should be 5, means minimum password extracted should be 5, and store it in a file word list.txt and just hit the site https www.netflix.com and press enter, and you will see after some time it will hit and create a word list.txt file in which we'll find all the words which are of 5 characters and beyond. So I think this was pretty much cool for you, and if you have any of the doubt, don't forget to hit me in the comments and ask me. And now we'll be looking at how to generate passwords for a particular target, or we can say a particular victim. Very much pretty, you can understand it's pretty cool thing. Cat word list.txt, and you can see here we have created word lists for minimum 5 characters. Very much cool. Yeah, I also love this utility very much, and I personally use this utility also. So make sure to put your hands on QL tools also. Now let's create a word list according to a particular target. Now for a particular target, you can just type, if you want to create just a word list, then you can like type sudo ql tag w word list.txt, and means I want depth 5 and 7. This will also crawl the website only, but we don't want to crawl the website now. Okay. Now we want to crawl for a particular victim. Now for particular, it's very good tool. Particular also you can create this. Particular also you can create the passwords, but maximum times QL is only used for password generation for a website. And many people don't use this tool for a person. They only use this tool just for extracting passwords from a website, and then they just do a brute force attack, and if their luck goes on, then they can easily make a password. Now for example, I want to create a password for a file, then I can create sudo ql, and I want minimum 5, maximum 7, or maximum also 5, and I want it to be like, for example, it's THM, and I want a special character, and I want an exclamation mark. Then I want to put it in word list.txt. Now after output, I will tell you what happened here. Just a minute. THM exclamation tag w word list.txt. I don't know why this D quote is coming here, but I think the quotations error is there, but not a problem from our side. We are just here to check it, and I have already shown you how you can use QL. Basically, QL is used for word list extraction from a website. So word list creation is very good from QL side. And now I'll be telling you the GitHub utility for which you can create passwords for a particular person. So if you want passwords for a particular person or a particular victim, then QL is not a better utility for this. You have to just go to Chrome. You have to hit on GitHub, cup.py. And just you have to press enter. And after pressing enter, you have to wait for some time. You can see cup, common user password profiler. Just you have to copy the code, go to git clone, control shift V, then cloning into cup, and then cd cup ls, and you can see here cup.py is there. Just type python 3 cup.py tag I for interface. Now it will be asking the name of the person. For example, I'm typing here John, and his surname will be John. I forgot. John Don. Dorden. Okay, no problem. His nickname is John. His birthday is in the format of 12/12/2000. Okay. His partner's name, you can type his girlfriend's name if you know. For example, his girlfriend's name is Jenny, and nickname is Jen. Okay. Her birthday comes on 10/10/2000. Okay, pretty cool. If he has a child, then you can find his child name. And no, then you can skip it, just press enter. If he has any pet, company name, anything you want to add, you can add. Do you want to add keywords about the victim? If you know, then you can press yes, but I don't know, so I'll press no. Do you want to add special characters at the end of the words? Yes, I want to add. Yes, I want to add some random numbers. And lead mode. I don't want lead mode, so I'll be pressing no. And I want hyperspeed, yes. So I'll be doing hyperspeed, and it will now just start to create a word list for the person john.txt, and it will combine all the random symbols and password numbers and create a password list. And it's a very good utility because in this utility, there is a 70% of chance that a hacker can crack passwords if he has the password which is in the word list. If you have created a password, for example, your name and after that your date of birth, then it will be very easy for a hacker to create a password with like this by using the cup.utility tool, cup.py utility. So make sure that you keep your passwords very much strong so that they cannot be created by such tools, and you are always going to be safe if you have a secure password. So this was a demonstration for today's video. I hope you like the demonstration. Any of the doubts, just hit me in the comment section. If you want to learn anything extra, then just tell me. If possible, I will create another video in that and I'll include in this course only. And thank you very much again for your support. I hope you like the video. And if yes, then make sure to just recommend this course to others. And I'm just stopping this utility, and here you can check cat john.txt, and you can see here it started to create very much great word list, and it added also special characters which are necessary. So here I am ending this video. Hope so you'd like this and love it. If yes, then just like the video, like the course, and don't forget to mention good reviews about it. So see you in the next course. Till then, thank you.
So, hello everyone, welcome back to another video of password cracking. And today's video is gonna be very short but very informative and very practical. Today we are gonna learn how to crack any type of files, for example, PDF files, zip files, and many more files which are available in Kalinex and in the utility John the Ripper. You can also crack SSH passwords. You can crack zip passwords, Office passwords. Office means that Microsoft Word Office, and then PDF files, whichever type files you get. If there is the directory in John the Ripper and it has created all its directory, then it will be easy for you to crack all these files. Okay, very much pretty and cool. Let's start to work on it. And we have two types of files. Today I'll show you only two demonstrations because I'm not going into many much deep practicals because it's your duty to perform many more practicals. And if you want to get the passwords for your zip files, then I have taught you in the next previous video that you have to create a custom word list, and from the custom word list you have to start attacking the file etc which you want the password for. So make sure first you watch both the videos of how to use Hashcat and John the Ripper, and if you are pretty much sure, then we can proceed. And in this procedure, you have to also create a word list. I will be using a very simple passwords because it's just for a demonstration. I just want to show you how it works. So let's start with the video. And first of all, I'm making the screen big. And after that, here I'll go to the desktop directory. And after desktop, I'll see there are two types of file. Hashed proc means protected.pdf and protected.zip. So if I want to view this hash proc.pdf, I cannot view it clearly. I cannot see what is inside it, or if I open, then after opening also it requires a password. So how to crack the password? How to know the password?
So for this, I have to run the command pdf to John, pdf to John. Then I have to name the PDF file, which is hashed proc.pdf, and double, what do we say this, greater than, and then we have to, what do we say, greater than, less than, nothing do we say it. It's the arithmetic operator, I know, the comparison or any operator. Let's not focus on it much. And then hash proc.pdf, then you have to put it in a file named hash.txt, and I have to press enter. Then you can see here is a file created hash.txt. You can open it from here. I'll open it from here, cat hash.txt. Sorry. Yes. Now let's press enter. You can see there's a hash stored in this file which I have to crack. So how do we crack the hash? John hash.txt. Make sure you put sudo. It will be much better. Sudo John hash. Then I have to put the word list, which my case is tag w user share word list rocku.txt and fork. Fork means, I know if you have watched the previous video, I've told you fork means the processor power. And then I'll press enter. It will ask me for Kali's password that I have to enter. And you can see here the password for it was Superman. So if I'll try to unlock this now, open with it now, and if type here Superman and unlock document, you can see the document is now been unlocked. And if I zoom it out, then you can see it is written. Hi everyone, welcome to the ethical hacking class from scratch. Let's learn hacking. So this was one method of how you can crack PDF files. First, you have to put the command pdf to John, means we are putting the PDFs hash into a file hash.txt. You can name any file you want. Then we have to check if the hashes are copied or not. And after checking, we have to crack those hashes. Similarly, for zip files also, you have to just write zip to John. If this becomes green, means that utility is present in your John's directory, very good, very much pretty well appreciated. Then you have to go to zip to John and zip to John. Then we have to name the file, which is in my case protected.zip, and then I'll put it in another file named crack.txt. See, you can see one crack.txt file has been made. So if I will do cat crack.txt, I can see, okay, there is a hash also stored in, like the zips hash is stored here, which I have to crack now. So I will write sudo John crack.txt. Tag tag, tag w is equal to user share word lists rocku.txt, and tag fork is equal to fork. I press enter, and you can see within second, not even 1 second, it has cracked the password. And if I'll now extract it here, and it will ask for password, I will put the password as admin. And you can see one more file has been extracted. If I press extract here, then there is one more file hash.txt in which, hi everyone, welcome to the ethical hacking class from scratch. So this is the utility. This is the method by which you can crack the passwords of John by using John the Ripper, and you can crack hash passwords. You can also write, see, Office to John. See, Office to John means the doc files, Word files of Microsoft. Then SSH to John, SSH to John. There are many much. You can check it in the CD. You can also do find John. John is not directory, so CD/John. Uh, John is not here. CD slash root. I cannot go from here. CD slash dot John. I guess John's directory is not created here. I have to go for super user for this. And if I go CD John, CD slash root ls, and I think I cannot find John here. Dot John. Okay. So here you can see I found the John, CD dot John, CD dot John. Okay, I'm inside John. So now you can see here the sessions, CD if you go on sessions, and here are the section are the logs for which John has cracked the password. From here you can check the logs. Here is the John's logs, etc. It's the John's directory, so no need to go much deeper inside it. Our main work was to crack the passwords of PDFs and zip files, which we have associated and accomplished in this video. So this was the whole conclusion of our labs. We conclude the labs here. We just close the files, and that concludes our lab. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.
So once again, welcome back guys to another video of hacking from scratch. And today in this video, we are going to learn how you can monitor the packets. You can get the incoming outgoing traffics from a particular port, and etc. This video is not going to become very long, and it's very short video, but it's very informative one. So let's begin with the video. We'll now be opening a terminal, and in the terminal we'll be I'll make it bigger and we'll be typing sudo wireshark. Wireshark is a very familiar tool for network defenders because it's a very cool and popular tool for capturing and analyzing the network packets. So I'll make it somewhat big, and I will now start going on a browser. And after entering a browser, I will be going visiting some websites, and from where we'll be checking that are we able to see the packets of that website or not. So here I have to click on any, and let's start visiting the site. See, it has already started capturing our packets. So let's visit some websites. For example, let's visit www.netflix.com. And after visiting netflix.com, we have to wait for some time. Here you can see all it has started to send and receive the packets. So how to check at what site we are now in? So as you see, it's an https, so it works on 80 and 443 ports. So you have to do nothing, just you have to type http dot request dot method is equal to first you type post, press enter, and you can see here we can see all the requests which you are making for the site has appeared here, that we are making yes some of amount of requests from our IP address. This is our IP address, and this is the destination ones. You can also see here the hypertext transfer protocol, which you will, when make it larger, you can see host, post, etc. Now instead of post you can type get and press enter, but here I have not signed in, so let's sign in here with any of the IP or any of the email address. So I am just typing a Gmail address of mine and just getting enter, and finish setting up your account. Let's see if this is captured or not, and if not, then again we are gonna go into post, and let's check. Okay, now till now nothing is captured, so I'll just put a password here, and I'll again press enter. I don't want to save this, choose a plan, etc., etc., which will which is not a need for me. Choose how we'll pay. I can choose anyone which I want, but my main focus is on capturing the packets here. So I have done on post, but I haven't get anything. So let's take on get, and get also hasn't captured anything. Not a problem. We will do http dot port is equal to 80, and sorry, tcp dot port is equal to 80, and I'll press enter, and you can see here all the packets which are transferred on port number 80 are gonna show you here. But there's a little bit tricky, or there is something messy guys here. And what's messy? We cannot see the site, or we cannot see where we are moving. So let's put something random here, and yeah, I've put something random, and it is 0227. Let's put it here. I'll put 189, and first name I'll put here is ethical, and last name will be hacker, ethical hacker. And here it's telling put a valid card name, etc. 439230, etc. So see here, you can see it's a visa, and after seeing that okay it's a visa, we'll be checking. I think I did not connect my Bluetooth. That's a very big problem for me now. Not a problem. Okay, I'll click here agree, start membership, and I think now the packet should have been captured. Let's check http.request.post. Okay, so here you can see on request and response, you can see here we are getting the response transmission control protocol, and here hypertext transfer protocol has given us a response, content type application OCSP response. Here whenever I am going down, request URI http://digicert.com, here is a URI which I requested, and you can here see go down and see more and more response bytes, signature, algorithms, SH algorithm with RSA encryption. You can see everything on here. Next, if we want to see, mainly our focus was to get the get one, but I think we could not get the get one here because I also don't know what was the matter. 789 I'll put here CV, and I'll start the membership and pressing enter again and again, but I cannot see anything here. So I don't think this will continue. So let's visit another website, www.ivegotomoviescope.com, and let's see what I will get here in Moviescope. I'll just keep on pressing here enter. So it has done some here. So I'll click on software utilities and click, and once again I'll go here and to post, and once again see here request is there. So we are going to visit the website, and again we are going to press enter. So here everything now is at request mode, so I have to wait for some time. And in the request mode you can see here, okay, request is going on, and here, but the URI, I cannot get the URI, which URI I'm going. So yeah, it will take some of the time, I guess, but the main thing is that we have to find it with get, but I don't know why it is not finding the get one. I think there is some sort of issue with the get, but I think we can fix it. It will be get fixed after a very short period of time, but you have to go with http.request.method is equal to get. And if not, then you can check the specific port is equal to 80, and from here also you can check that we are going to transmit some of the packets, and from these packets we can analyze, and we can also do export information, and you can also go to statistics, sorry, analyze, export information, and from here you can see there's a warning, note, etc., chat, connection established, and there's a chat going on. Just if you make it big, you can see all the sync and act flags and formatted text. Means request and responses. Everything here I'm getting the request, the response, everything from the hypertext transfer protocol. I'm getting the response. Content type I'm getting. Everything means Wireshark is pretty cool too. Very pretty much very cool. HTTP. And if I type HTTP, you can see here I am getting the response, the successful output, response status is successful. And if you can see here, basic OCSP response, the algorithms, etc., we are gonna get it. So just you have to do is you have to somewhat go inside the packets, and you have to just take some time and analyze the packets very, 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 very carefully, so that you tend to find something very much useful. So I'm gonna check some of the responses and see if I can find anything in the response tabs. So here are very much responses. Here you can see request, and here's a response. Here's also a response from request URI ocsp.dgsert.com. Okay, so basically I've got many things: HTTP char set sequence, hypertext transfer protocol, TCP payload 545 by 545 bytes, and again here the URI which I got here. Let's check at the last what response I got. So one ocsp.microsoft.com gave this response, and at last you can see that by measuring the responses and URIs here, and I think many of you know about URIs. What is URIs? So URI is Universal Resource Interface. I think I might be wrong, but yes, it is like that only. URI is in Universal Resource Interface, and if not, then you all can search also on net. It is for everything. Okay. So you are a uniform resource identifier. So sorry guys, I meshed with it. Not a problem. Okay, sometimes happens. I also sometimes forget. Okay, so here we have checked the response. We have got the request and response and request, and we don't have any sort of messages here. Okay, no sort of messages are there. Not a problem for us, because we have already tend to gain very much information which we wanted. And if you want, then you can also do the request method which you want, like I want the post request. So here you can also get the post request method, and from post request you can also check your responses. Method is equal to response, and let's check what I got from the response is equal to get. I don't seem to think that I got anything in the get ones. I don't know why this happened, because the get is the most important part. From here only you can move further, and if not, then I think it will be very difficult. HTTP www.moviescope.com. Let's visit this site, and let's press enter and see if it can give. In some sort of languages are different, but not a problem for us. So these websites didn't give us much information that we wanted. Now again, there are many other ports which you can head on. For example, TCP dot port is equal to 443, and in 443 also you can check the application data, etc. But it's a TLS security, so you may not be able to see very much information here, because it's a transport layer security, so it will be giving you very much encrypted messages, encrypted data, which cannot be decoded easily. So we have to only focus on HTTP sites which are not so much secure. For example, if I do a WordPress login and I go for login and I click on WordPress login, and I guess this is also a WordPress site. So in this WordPress site, if I tend to go on http://request.method is equal to post and press enter, you can now see here that again it started to capture some of the data and requests in the data. So I am putting a username and I have put to continue, and I don't think this will also be getting captured in get, because on the http sites, which sites with this no padlock can be captured in get, and password will be, for example, if I put admin and don't save. But see, you I cannot get any of the data here. But in posts, I think I might be able to get some request data, which are relatively not so much interesting for me, or else I can do here and go http dot port is equal to 80, http dot port is equal to 80. I guess this filter is also not working right now. I have to do tcp dot port is equal to 80, and in this also you can see the number of TCP syncs and AG flags which are going, but not much use. So http dot request dot method is equal to itna message underscore http, and let's check message http. So here also you can see here I have captured some of the data, but nothing tend I found very much interesting here. The data, the messages, nothing were so much interesting. And if I type just this message http, then also I wouldn't get any of the interactions, because if I press login also, then also I will not get any of the interaction, because it is an HTTPS site, rather it's not an HTTP. So for HTTPS, there is no there is no specific display, but yes, for HTTP it is. For HTTPS, it's not there. Next comes, you can also see the MQTT. For it's the messaging queue telemetry transport for IoT devices. Then there are many other types of, what do we say, filters, but tcp.flags.ack also you can check here. Nothing much to get. So this was all about Wireshark. I hope you love the Wireshark utility, and if yes, then you should practice all the filters. There are much more filters, and you can see our latest PSH flag also we have got, TCP layer, etc. So this was all for today's Wireshark video. I hope you'd like it. At some times I also made some plenty of mistakes, so forgive me for that, and see you in the next class. Till then, thank you everyone.
So hello everyone, welcome back to another video of ethical hacking from scratch. And today we are going to learn about cryptography. So you know what is cryptography? Cryptography means it means that hiding our messages in secret or random characters, and we are going to encrypt our files and we are going to send it to the user, specific particular user, and we'll be giving him the password and he'll be using it to decrypt the file. So the process of encrypting any file, any text, etc. is called cryptography, and we are going to see some of the demonstration on Windows also, and the Unix based means ParaTOS or Kali Linux. So in this case I am using ParaTOS. You can use our Kali Linux also, not a problem from my side, and you will not face any of the problems. Just do as mentioned in this video and you can follow these steps again and use it to secure our files, systems, etc. So first of all, we are going to open a terminal, and you have to install those tools because it will not come pre-installed. So first you have to write sudo apt install ccrypt, and I've already installed it. Then you have to install sudo apt install qpdf. I've also installed it, and sudo apt install pdftk, but it is not much in use, so I am not going to use this. But just for demonstration, I'm showing that if you will install these packages, it will be installed like this. And then let's start using some of our files. I have kept two files here. You can see one is wordlist.txt and another one is wordlist.pdf. I have converted it to PDF also. Let's encrypt with the txt file. First of all, you have to write, first of all, using by GPG tool. So you have to write GPG tech help, and here you can see the GPG help full history, and you can do man GPG for you learning more about it. So without wasting further time, with a simple demonstration, you have to write GPG tag C word list. Oh wait, it's in the desktop file, so I have to first move to desktop. Then I have to do here wordlist.txt, and then gpg taxi word list.txt. Oops. And you can see here it is telling enter a passphrase. So I have to enter, I'm entering a passphrase. If it does not run in gpg, then you can try sudo gpg taxi word list. It will run for sure. Then I've entered a password, I've pressed OK, and you can see it created a GPG file. And with if I want to extract the GPG file, I have to just write gpg tag d word list.txt.gpg, and it has extracted here. And you can see one with passphrase, these are inside the list. So now you could ask a question, that's how it did not ask you for the password when you use the decrypt word. Because see, it's my IP address, my system. So the file was recognized that okay, it was encrypted in this system only, so it has been decrypted without any password. But if you are gonna send it to some other person, some other specific user with this encrypted format, he has to write the passphrase for unencrypting the file. Means to decrypt the file, he has to write the passphrase. If he is using on another system, another IP address is detected, then it will be surely asking for a password. So let's remove this. I have shown you a simple demonstration of GPG. Now let's start with CCrypt. So you have to do just CCrypt tag help, and you can see here much more help options are here. So without wasting any time, let's encrypt this file also. So you have to write CCrypt tag encrypt word list.txt, and we have to enter encryption key. I am entering bit, but for security reason it will not show in the screen, but you have to enter and remember it. Okay, sorry, my keys did not match, and again I am doing it, and again now it's telling permission denied. If this type of error comes, then you have to just do sudo ccrypt and tag encrypt and word list.txt, and you have to write the encryption key now. So I am writing the encryption key, and now the keys entered did not match. uh, I did not write the correct keys, I guess. And again I have written, and now see, it has created from txt to a cpt file. After I have to decode it now, and after decoding only I can get that plain txt format. So now how to decode it? You have to just write sudo ccrypt tag decrypt and word list.txt.cpt. So for this also, in my system also, it will ask for a decryption key. That's a very good advantage of the CCrypt tool. So I am writing the decryption key here, and you can see it has been decrypted and it came into a txt format. And here are my stored passwords, etc., whatever they may be. Now this was another simple usage of the CCrypt for cryptography purposes. Pretty cool. Now you can use the qpdf. So you have to just do qpdf tag help, and it's a quite big tool, but it has some many more options to check in, so we'll be quite going very smoothly with this. So you have to do is qpdf tag encrypt, then you have to write the password, in which in my case I'll put test123. Again I will put test123 with a 40-bit key. It's a 40-bit key, so I've mentioned 40. Then you have to do double tag, then wordlist.pdf, and the output should be wordlist_proc.pdf. I have to press enter, and you can see here is the wordlist.pdf. Now I'm going to delete this one, and here is new file wordlist_proc.pdf. After opening it, it will ask me for a password. So I can enter the password in GUI also, or if I want to use it from command line, I have to write qpdf tag decrypt tag password is equal to, what was my password? It was test123, and so then again the file wordlist_proc.pdf, and after this, oops, sorry, pdf, and you can see here an output file name required. Oops, I did not put the output file name. So in this case, my output file name will be wordlist.pdf, and you can see it has extracted something. And after extraction, if I remove it, it's a wordlist.pdf file which has been extracted from here. Pretty cool tool. You should once set hands on these tools which I told today. Today I talked about Unix 3 tools: QPDF, CCrypt, and then about GPG. You can also use online encryptors, hashing algorithms for encrypting it. It's your choice. Now going on to the shifting onto the Windows. Here is my Windows machine. Here also I'm going to tell you about two tools, which is CryptoForge and VeraCrypt. I'll be giving these tools in my description or whatever we said. In that you will be finding these tools. I'll be presenting you the setup. You can install it on a PC. Now for example, I have a file called story.txt. So I want to just encrypt this file, so I have to go and right click it, show more options, and here you can see it's an encrypt. So I have to click on encrypt, and you have to enter a passphrase. I am entering a passphrase. So here is my passphrase, and then I have to one more time enter the same passphrase and I have to press OK. So you have to see, you can see that now it became a story.txt.cfe. Here was a txt file, but now it became a cfe. Now if I want to decrypt it, I have to just press open, and after pressing open, you can see here it once again became story.txt. Just because it is my system, my IP address, so it got detected and it was decrypted without any password. But once again, I'm telling you, if you are sharing it to someone, you have to also share him the key so that he's able to decrypt it. Now, if I click on decrypt, it will decrypt very easily without asking any password. So CryptoForge is another better tool for your encryption and decryption. And once again, comes when it comes to the PC security, you have to also encrypt your PC drives, your partition drives, so that your partition drives are safe. So for this, there is a tool called VeraCrypt. This is the tool. So you have to just open the tool. You can also create volumes for here. You can also create encrypted volumes for yourself. I will not go much deeper about this tool. I'll just tell you how to encrypt the C drive or your full system encryption. You have to just click on system, then click on encrypt system partition drive. You have to press enter. You have to press it's selected on normal, pretty cool. Encrypt the Windows system partition. Next, click on single boot, and then encryption algorithm. You have to select anyone which you want. I am selecting advanced encryption standards. Click on next. Then you have to ask you enter a password which you want to set. For this case, I'm putting 12345, but it will tell you a warning because short passwords are easy to crack. So you make sure that you keep a more complex passwords. I'm just showing for a demonstration. Then you have to just move your mouse like this inside the box so that it will catch your random mouse movements. And after catching the random mouse movements, we'll wait for a few moments and then we'll press next. Okay, it's full, and then we'll click on next, and then it's the header key, master key. Then you have to click skip rescue disk verification. No, you don't have to skip it because I have done already. I'll skip this for now, but if you are doing for the first time, don't ever skip the rescue disk verification. You have to just uncheck, then only you have to go next. But I have already used VeraCrypt, so I have already encrypted my drives, so I'm skipping this check. Then I click on next, then I click on next, and see it's telling that you have already created a VeraCrypt rescue disk. So mine is already created, but make sure if you are using the first time, you will not get such errors. So this was for today's demonstration. I hope you like the demonstration for cryptography, and if you should do, then make sure that you recommend the course to others. This is Shivam, your CEH teacher, signing off for today. See you in the next class. Till then, thank you.
Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to another video of how to hack from scratch. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you about some Metasploit basics, some basic Metasploit commands which every Linux user must know. As you know, Metasploit is a very big utility in Linux and it has plenty of frameworks, plenty of exploits, plenty of scanners, auxiliaries, etc. So we are going to talk about very few of them today because it's just a basic. But in future, on demand, we'll be uploading some latest contents on Metasploit and we'll be going some deep into it. But for now, we'll just talk about it a little bit. So first of all, in a terminal, we are going to use sudo msf console, and this will fire up our Metasploit, starting the Metasploit framework, and then it will fire up our Metasploit, and you can see some sort of error appeared. Once again, I'm going to try it, starting the Metasploit framework, and if again the error pursues, okay, the error is pursuing again. So we are going to type just Metasploit msf console, and then wait for a moment, and I don't know what the error is there. It's not coming. MSF console. I guess I have to start it in the root or something like that. Yes, okay. So now it has appeared, and so the first basic command which you can put in Metasploit is just put a banner and it will change the banner for you. Pretty good one. I hope you like it. Now let's start with some basic ones. For example, I have an IP address, so you know there's a feature which in which you can use nmap inside Metasploit also. So just type nmap and the IP address, and it will scan the IP address here only. But if you want the port scan, you can just use here like this. If you also want the Metasploit framework to do port scan, then you can type search port scan. And then here will be a plenty of scanners for you, 0 to 7. And let me just make the screen big. And okay. So here are plenty of scanners, and you can use, I'm using the TCP scan. So I'll use 5. Okay, so here it is, scanner port scan TCP, show options, and I have to set the R host, which means the remote host. So this is the remote host IP, and then I have to press exploit, and then it will start to scan the TCP ports, and you can see here 22, 80, 80, 139, then again one port 445. These many ports are four ports it has found in a very few less minutes of time or less seconds of time. It's a very fast framework, very much impressive. Cool. I like it very much personally. Also, I personally use Metasploit for hacking because it has plenty of exploits payload. As you can see here, it has 2, 3, 4, 6 exploits, 1220 auxiliary, 413 posts, 1390 payloads, 46 encoders, 11 knobs, and 9 evasions. Pretty much cool. You can also create your own exploits, viruses from here. You don't have to write any code. It will create the virus for you only, for you without any code. So, okay, we have scanned the four ports, and the 445 is the MS7 Eternal Blue. Samba ports only, both are there. So, you can do different types of enumeration here. For example, if you want to enumerate port number 80, then you have to just, I'm control C, I've pressed control C and I'm interrupting it. Then you have to search HTTP enum, and then you can see plenty of commands. So, I'll just go up and I'll be using this. Auxiliary scanner HTTP Apache user dir enum. So use to and show options, and then I have to create a set R hosts, Control Shift V, and I have to do exploit. And you can see it has started to exploit many much directories which are hidden from us. It has started to exploit, and there are not found, not found. Some things which it will find, it will be telling that it has been found, and if not, then it will be going with not found, not found. So also another pretty much good utility for your DR directory scanning and directory enumeration. So once again, personally, my favorite Metasploit. Then let's clear this screen. Now we'll be going for port number 139. As you know, I show you that port number 139 was open, which is a Samba port. So you can just search here, search SMB. So here are some SMB ones. You can see the SMB reverse, named pipe, etc. Whatever things are there. So we are not interested in that much in this. We'll be using some executions or scanners. Like I want to use check that if there is a MS 17010 exploit or vulnerability in this or not. So I'll be using use 48 and show options, and my R port 445 port was open. I just have to set the R host. I've set the R host, and if I do exploit, it will scan for it. Host does not appear as vulnerable. Okay, so it has told me that okay, host is not vulnerable for this. Pretty much cool. Okay, I got my time saved, or else I have to manually pen test it and check that no, it is not working. So once again, very much time saver tool here. Now, if you want, you can check your auxiliary SMB itna command. So you can use 47 ones, use 47, show options, set R host, and you have to just again do exploit. And it will again tell you, okay, exploit unavailable for target OS. Its OS is 6.1, but it's not it's not available for this type of OS. Okay, once again, pretty much good utility in our source. Now, once again, we'll be doing the nmap for this and checking what were ports were open. There are SSH ports also open. So if you type search SSH, you will get plenty of exploits and auxiliaries here. So let's check auxiliary scanner SSH type login, use 48, show option. Here you will have to type the R host you have to set, and if you type R host and if you do exploit, it will check that login scanner credential can't be blank. You have to put some sort of credentials, and it will check if the credential is true or false. Yeah, pretty much good. This utility is also very nice. You can also do your exploit app logs. Now you can check from here. It's just a very much good time saver for you all. And if you want to enumerate users, then you can use 7, show options, and then you have to just mention the R host, and you have to do the exploit. Okay, sorry, set R hosts, exploit, failed to validate user file. We have to also put here one of the user files, which now in present time I don't have. You can put the ROQ word list if you want. I don't think ROQ will be a good idea, but for this demonstration, just let me put it user share word list ROQ.txt and exploit. So you can see it is checking for the vulnerability, and if it will be finding anyone, then server version, it has found the server version, but this version is not too much vulnerable. So these are the things which can be done from Metasploit. And if you want the evasions, now let's search for evasions. Search evasions. Oh, sorry. Search evasion. Okay. So here you can see there are types of evasions, what these evasions can do. Here there is a evasion in the seventh one, which can see that Microsoft Windows evasive executable. Means it will create an exe file which can evade the Microsoft Windows Defender. Very pretty much very cool. If you do use 7, if you do show options, it will be the file name. You can set the file name from here. Just have to type the set file name worm.exe. Okay. Now if I do an exploit, a payload has not been selected. Okay. Set payload Windows meterpreter reverse TCP. Reverse TCP. So it's a payload, Windows Meterpreter reverse TCP. Means whenever a person will open the worm.exe, you will get a reverse shell in your Metasploit, and that's a pretty cool thing. And if you want to do now, you can do exploit. The following option failed to validate. Okay, we have to set the L host also. It's not written, but we have to set 192.168.45.1 and 79. L host means your local host. Now, how to check your local host? Just you have to type ipconfig and here the etho, which is your etho. You have to just type it. Actually, now I'm on a VPN, so I'll be typing the tune 01's IP address. But if you are not using any external network, then you have to type your Ethernet. That's a pretty cool thing. Now you have to, I've set my L host. Now I have to do exploit. And after exploit, it has created a file named worm.exe in the file in the directory root.ms4 local worm.exe. Very much cool, quite pretty cool tool here. And this, I think I will be ending it now. If you want to, there are many other things. Search FTP. You can also scan for FTP for specific ports. Search FTP, search Doom. Then, okay, Doom it is not available. Okay, not a problem. There are FTP, SSH, HTTP, and then you can also search for Modbus, which is for the IoT devices. Here you will find the Modbus also. In Modbus also you can use 4 for scanning the if there is a Modbus detection or not. Show options. But for that your port 502 should be open. And if not, then you cannot use this utility because then it will be a waste for you. If I do an exploit, see, here will be auxiliary execution completed. So by this utility, this is also called the heart of Linux because it is a very great framework and great utility. So many hackers are very familiar with the MSF console, Metasploit, and means I also want my students to be familiar with the Metasploit utility. So kindly focus more on Metasploit, discover it, explore it. It's a very big utility and it will take time to be very much professional in it. If you want to be perfect, then you have to practice daily on Metasploit and daily you have to search for new and new auxiliary exploits, etc. So here we are concluding the video for Metasploit Basics. I hope you liked today's basics. If yes, then do share this course. And if you all demand, then we'll also bring some extra curriculums on this Metasploit and I'll be assigning you some tasks, coding exercises, etc. If you love it, then do support us on Udemy. And thank you so much for this short video. Hope so you all love our course. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Till then, thank you. So, hello everyone, welcome back to another class of Certified Ethical Hacker from scratch. And I hope you liked our previous 3 modules, which I explained the Nmap and then the deep scanning. And then I also taught you the enumeration part in which you had to enumerate using many tools and manual enumeration, etc. Also, I taught you in my old videos. So, hope make sure please you watch the old ones and then we can proceed for today's one. So, today we are going to tell you about how to find vulnerabilities, how to exploit it, and we can also will be also exploiting one vulnerability and gaining access to the server system. So I make sure that you all should learn something from this, and if you do, then please share this course. So let's get into a system. It's a system, so there are many much tools for scanning. For example, you can first use OWASP Zap. It's a very popular tool, and just type zap in the Linux and then it will open OS zap tool for you. And you don't have to do anything, it's an automated tool, so you will be getting results. But since it is an automated tool, we cannot believe it 100%. We have to go and manually check if the tool is telling us the correct vulnerability or not. So upon starting, you have to do no, I don't want to persist this session at this moment in this time. Then click on automated scan, and here it will ask you for URL. You have to just click this close. Then here in the URL, just I have got the IP address and the port, and I want to scan this one. So I'll be scanning this and clicking select sites, and then attack with I use Ajax Spider. These are nothing to left. Just click on start, and you can see here the alert starts to generate.
you have to just click on alerts and you have to check what type of vulnerabilities are there. And if you find any of the high vulnerability, then you can use many of the tools to exploit it, or you can also gain reverse shell access, etc., etc. Anything, whichever vulnerability it is there. So you can see we have found a medium vulnerability, which is a vulnerable JS library. So if you go on reporting this, it will not cause much effect. And since it's not much more effective, so the company will surely close it. So don't go forward reporting this vulnerability. Our task is to just check, and if we find any of them, then it's okay, or else we have to change our tool. Then next comes the burp suite. It's also a highly recommended tool for what do we say, for bug bounty hunting and finding vulnerabilities. This tool intercepts the traffic and allows us to do many of the things. For example, price tampering, gaining reverse shell access, etc. Many of the things can be performed using burp suite. So make sure to put your hands on burp suite. And if you want, on coming sections, I will put a specific video on how to master burp suites so that people won't have any doubt on regarding this burp suite tool. So let's wait for some time and let's allow this burp suite tool to open, and don't show this JRE, and again we'll click on OK. So this will start up my Bob Suite tool, and here you can see all my alerts. There is nothing else except I got here. There are some timeline essays. These are the directories inside the sites, and I couldn't find anything which would be very easy for me, very much exploitable for me. So I'll be clicking on next, and then I'll be starting my Burp Suite. And till the time burp suit starts, let's check here. Zap is giving me nothing. And in active scanning, it's scanning continuously the whole website. So we have to wait for some time. Or else we will try to find that if we can bypass or trick the system and get reverse shell access or not. So you can try with many of the sites. Some sites may give you access and some sites may block your request. So it depends upon your pen testing, how much you have recorded the website, how much you are scanning the website. You have to just keep on recording until you find something very much useful as a hacker to go ahead. So let's wait for some time, and here our burp suite has started. For using our burp suite, you have to just go in the settings of Mozilla Firefox. Then you have to click on the proxy. Just search here proxy, click on settings, manual proxy configuration. You have to use this one 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. Also use this for proxy for HTTPS. Click OK. Now our burp suite is ready to go. You have to just click here intercept is on, but let's see first what does our OS app says. So hidden file found. So here it has found some hidden files. So I don't think this will be much more good for us because I don't think here are any vulnerabilities which we can do. So now I think we have to do a manual exploitations or manual find vulnerability findings. So let's see if we can we have the bypass vulnerability on this site or not. So we will just cut this for this session, and you should make a use of OS Drive, Burp Suite, etc. There are many other tools, for example, Greenbone, OpenVS Scanner, and many more. Nikto is there. You can also use Nikto. Just you have to do nothing. You have to open a terminal and wait for some time. After typing, you have to type Nikto, type like URL, HTTP, Control Shift V, the IP, then the port, and then the site. So here I've mentioned the site. Now Nikto will start to scan all the sites, and if he finds any of the vulnerability, it will detect us. The most famous vulnerability detected by Nikto is the shell shock vulnerability, which is very much useful as it gives the direct shell and it can be exploited using MSF console, or we can say Metasploit. So cutting this, you should use Nikto, and you can use OS Zap, OpenVS. There are many tools, automated tools, web tools also like Nessus, Accutenix. You can use those tools, but I'm not showing those demonstration in this one. Maybe in my future videos, if I'll update the lectures, I will also put that videos also. Now, first, let's see what is the use of burp suite. We have to do nothing. We have to just cut this terminal, and you can see here, I have already launched a netcat reverse listener shell here at port 1234, and I have made a script ready for myself, which is a GIF file, and I will use it to bypass this site. So first of all, what I have to do is I have to do intercept on, then I have to click import content. Then from here, I will be selecting the files which is in my downloads. You can see there is a GIF file which is my one of the reverse shell file. I have to just upload it and I'll click import, and you can see error uploading PHP itna HTTP error. Okay, so I guess there's a network error here, something like that. Let's do again. I don't know what's the error here. And no proxy listeners are currently running. Oh, sorry, I did not enable it from here. Now let's do it once more. I think this time the error should not pursue. And yes, we are successfully done here. Now let's see if we can bypass it or not. Just we have to, you have can see here I've got nothing now. So just see on this terminal, you will be getting a reversal. You have to just do change this to PHP and then you have to click on forward, forward, and forward. Once again, you have to click 4 to 5 times until let's check if we get any reversal. So here you can see I got a reversal, means this site had a a bypass vulnerability, and so I tricked the server by using a GIF file, then converted it to a PHP, and it got tricked, and I got the shell here. You can see what are in the shells. So by this, you can trick any server. So it's a very big vulnerability, and this vulnerability should be reported. And if you can report it, it will give you a very much big bounty for it. So make sure to put your hands on finding vulnerabilities. You should do always go on manual pen testing rather than on automated pen testing. So I hope I was able to tell you all these things. And if you want, I don't think there are many other IP addresses for such type of demonstration. But yes, in future, if I'll get more, I will try to update you. I'll update the lectures so that you can get more and more finding. Another finding is that you can also use the search exploit, which is inside the Linux inbuilt. Here you can find the vulnerability and you can find the exploit for the vulnerabilities. Just you have to type is search exploit, and then you have to find what type of vulnerability for which system you want. For example, I want for Ubuntu 16.04. So here it has listed me some of the vulnerabilities which can be used to escalate the privileges in Ubuntu 16.04. So it's also a very useful mechanism in Linux. So make sure to use all such tools. For example, Searchploit, Burpsuit, OSZap, and then Acutenix, Nikto, Nessus. These are all some professional tools which can help you increase your finding vulnerabilities and bug bounty career to a next level. So this was for today's lecture, guys. Make sure to check out all these and put hands on these tools. And I hope you liked today's class. If yes, then do share this course. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.